Wait, it says I'm live. All right. How's it going, guys? I know no one's gonna see this, but instead of uploading a video tonight, I decided I would try to actually see what it's like with the current gear that I've got, how I could actually get around not having any decent stuff and still be able to put up a live video. Sounding nervous for some reason, even though no one's watching. Oh, wait a minute. I see King Gold. Can I write? Oh, I can write as well. How's it going? I have no idea how this sounds or looks until after I finish this, but anyway, I'm just going to test out a few bits of gear, and then I'll chat about something that's been on my mind, but that's about it. So I do have a bit of a preview. Yeah, it's definitely too dark. Let's zoom in a bit and get these lights right over. Let's do something like that. So I got a couple really different opals to look at. Here's the pendant piece. Yeah. None of the colors are really coming through. Oh no! So I'm running around Adelaide with these rocks at the moment, trying to find a better light. Yeah, this camera definitely isn't designed for this kind of work. I'm not really getting color at all. I'm just getting yellow. I might change the type of lights. Oh, it's trying, but it's not getting there. Bugger. I'm seeing flashes of something, but it's definitely not true color. Oh, this blue one's coming through okay. Let's try turning off that light. Okay, we're getting there. I mean, this is not looking anywhere near as beautiful as it should, but that's not too bad. All right, we might actually have a bit of capability to live stream at some point. Nice one. I'm still going to try to find a better light, but it turns out this daylight LED strip is working quite well. I mean, this gem definitely doesn't look as yellow as what it does in the camera, so there's a huge shift to yellow. Now, this one doesn't have a lot of color in it. All right, that's actually pretty sick. My little fish is coming across quite well. Yeah, the settings on the device. How's it going, Leroy? The settings on the device, I can't actually see where I can change that on this. So I'm going to have to. I don't think YouTube's streaming service is all that great. If you look at this middle one here, that camera is showing insane yellow green when really it is more green blue than anything. So I don't know where it's getting the yellow from. Obviously the camera's just seeing it differently. But this one here, I mean, that looks pretty good. I'm still going to work on getting better lighting. I don't like the camera because this is actually all inverted. This is my right hand. But, oh well. I just thought I'd trial this tonight and upload it to the channel afterwards. Anyone watching up to date on the issue around Chinese writing, and where do people stand on that? So Black Opal Direct had a live stream the other day where he came up with a beautiful Chinese writing pattern in a stone, and he called it script pattern, saying that it wasn't politically correct to call it Chinese writing anymore. But everyone on Facebook seems to be more on my side, which is it's more insulting to change it away from China. And I work with a lot of Chinese people. I'm the only one, literally the only one on my team that isn't Chinese. And they both laughed when I told them that it was changing. And it came across as a bit anti-Chinese to actually change it away from Chinese writing. I mean, it's a beautiful pattern. It's one of the most expensive patterns out there. And they thought it was a bit harsh, actually, to change it to script. And I've got, I mean, does script pattern make sense? I wish I had an example of an opal with Chinese writing, but the closest I've got is the crappy one with no color from way back in the day, which will definitely not come up well on camera. But this one here, ignore the bright blue flash that comes across every now and then. This one here has an inclusion that is Chinese writing like. Oh, this isn't gonna... Yeah, this isn't gonna work. But in that one, there's a bit of a Chinese writing pattern. He was in China and they said a Chinese said it doesn't look anything like Chinese letters. That's true. A lot of the time it doesn't. But there are times when a 1 carat stone, kind of similar to this size, will literally have the Chinese character for luck in it. And that will sell for 10 grand. No worries. Like any day of the week, it'll just fetch $10,000 for having a perfect Chinese character for luck. I've even seen one that said cat or something on it and someone paid something ridiculous. It was less than a carat and it went for about $8,000. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I stand on it. It seems like PC culture is getting a little bit out of hand. Opal was one of the last things I was interested in that hasn't been completely ruined by it so far. So I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad about it, but I guess, I mean, times can change. If a Chinese person that I ask about it says that it is really insulting to call it Chinese writing, then I'd start changing my tune. But from the ones that I've talked to, they just found it incredibly funny at first. And one of them said it was more insulting to change it than it was to leave it as is. So, yeah, I don't know. There's so much hatred towards Chinese people at the moment with Corona. And it's just mega unfair. I'm half Japanese, and if China want to ditch the Chinese writing, I'm so happy to call it Japanese writing. I would claim that in a heartbeat. I love the shape of this opal, but it really doesn't have a lot of color. Really doesn't have a lot of color, that one. This is the one with the most color in terms of different colors, and it's coming across well. So I'm happy with that. Justin had a live stream the other day that got 1,000 people watching. So there are definitely people out there interested in opal. Then again, he's been at it for 10 years, his YouTube channel, I think. Maybe a bit more than 10 years now. So pretty crazy stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I just pretty much wanted to test out the setup. So I'm still using the same microphone as I record videos with. I'm using a Logitech Brio as a webcam. Small one looks like an opal tooth. I think when I recorded the video for this one way back, I think I said it looked a bit like an alien tooth. So great minds think alike. Yeah, I don't know. I would be interested in seeing other people's comments. I think you can comment on these later on after I leave it on the channel. But I am very interested in what people think on this Chinese writing situation because I don't know. My head's all over the place with it. I've got that instant reaction to not liking the PC side of things. But at the same time, you don't want to insult a billion people in the world at the same time. But yeah, I haven't personally seen anyone upset by it yet. That color is sick. Thank you, King Gold. It is one of the better ones. I personally like this pendant piece here. This is from a Roy Steverwald rough parcel. Carved that on the channel. In fact, I think was it Leroy that suggested I check the offcut for that? Because that's the offcut in this bag here. How's it going, Julie? From the UK. One of my rare UK viewers. Nice one. Friday AM. We're at Friday night. And my footy team's playing at the moment. The AFL. The Bombers. It's a rough season, but we'll make finals, I reckon. I don't think it'll get to the grannies, but we'll see how it goes. All right, it wasn't Leroy. No, I remember it was Luke. Spelt L-U-K, I think, with some numbers after it. So yeah, I think he was the one that suggested it. But yeah, I don't really have too much more to say. I'm just interested in people's ideas behind the Chinese lettering situation. It's really kicked off on Facebook. If you're on those channels, you'll see it's gone a bit mental. Some people are really standing strong and saying it's the way to go, and most people are just saying, I don't see how that's insulting, and I don't think anyone really cares. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much more that I can test with this camera. I guess I've got my little frog. He's looking rough at the moment. He's had no water. Frogs don't like being out of the water for too long. I need to give him a bit of a polish, and then I think I'll send him to Justin and see if he can put it up alongside his other one. Downy D88. It's really taken off in the last week or two. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's really taken off. Don't really understand. I mean, if you're an Aussie, Corona has actually taken off pretty strong in Victoria at the moment, where all my family are. Luckily enough, I'm stuck here in Adelaide. How about this? The blue jelly bean baby. Yeah, Leroy, I think you're onto something there. I think you're definitely onto something there. God, I lost my mind when I was carving this one. I dressed it up like a baby. I don't know what the hell was going on. Don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't have too many other pieces to really look at. I was gonna upload a video carving some Indonesian opal tonight, but I did this instead. I just wanted to test things out. But we're definitely, if I can just move all these little guys across, we're definitely getting onto this. So Indonesian opal, Indonesian wood opal to be more specific. I don't know if I'm allowed to call it Indonesian opal anymore. That might be politically incorrect. So I don't know what I'll call it at that point. And I would like to put my fingers in it, but it is oily as hell. So I'm basically storing these in baby oil. I'm a long way from the mic. Basically storing these in baby oil, literally from Woolies, Woolworths supermarket chain here in Australia. Baby oil, inverted camera. It smells so much nicer than the baby oil they sent it to me in. Hey, how's it going, Frankie? It smells a lot better, but yeah, we've got some really interesting pieces here. This camera's picking it up quite well, so I'll see if I can, maybe if I block out everything behind it. First time I've heard baby oil for storage. Yeah, it's an Indonesian thing. I'll be doing a lot of experimenting with this stuff. So I'll be trying to store it in water, see if that keeps it safe. It's just that it crazes really badly, apparently, when it's dried. So, I mean, this has been a nightmare. You guys would not understand or believe the stories that I've got trying to get this opal into this country. Just buying something has been so difficult. I've never had such a hard time trying to give someone some money. Come on, camera. All right, we're just going to use hand. The black glove seems to defocus the camera. So it's got some color. I thought people stored other things with baby oil. I don't even know what you're referring to, but other being in those quotation marks is a bit interesting. Frankie's asked where I source my opal. Have you been to the growing fields? I haven't been to any of the fields, to be honest, yet. So I've got a friend that I'll go help mine at Andamuka. So I'm in Adelaide. I'm stuck in Adelaide at the moment. So yeah, we'll mine at Andamuka for a bit. I haven't been to anywhere really, but most of my opal, I'm still trying out as many buyers as I can find at the moment so that I can review them for the YouTube channel. And if people do a Google search on a seller on Facebook, I'm hoping that they can find a video that I've recorded just to give you an idea whether you're going to get ripped off from the onset or not. Because there's so many sellers just selling dodgy crap for so much. And that's another reason why I'm going to put together the beginners parcels that I'm planning to sell. But I'll restrict that purely just to YouTube viewers because I don't want it getting out there and having like a demand of 100 people trying to buy some stuff off me. I'm not a salesman, so I'm not really into that game. I would suggest if anyone's really interested, for any budget, hit up Julian Stavrius on Facebook. He is right up there in terms of sellers. I'd also recommend Jenny and Shane have a lot of stuff, but people are a bit hit and miss with them. I think there's been some bad experiences people have had. Otherwise, my namesake, Roy Steverwald. So he's got some nice Lightning Ridge stuff, and he's a Queensland boy, so he can source a lot of Boulder opal. I saw here in the Netherlands on Marketplace, black opal from Bangkok. Yeah. I mean, I've seen black opal sent to Bangkok, so it's not out of the question, but it's most likely just treated Indonesian, treated Ethiopian, maybe. I'm still waiting on Ethiopian. It's meant to arrive in the mail anytime soon, but you know, it could also be never coming. I didn't think this stuff on camera now, I didn't think that was going to rock up. I was amazed when that turned up. Let's see if I can get a bit further away from it. And some of this stuff, it's really dark. I mean, that's pitch black. If I can find any color in it, that'll be a huge win. There's some speckles, so I'm hopeful. I've been mining out Grauen for the last 8 years, and since this show, a lot of trash is going around, not only out on the fields, but on Facebook. Good on you, mate. I've subbed. Thanks, Frankie. Yeah, I mean, you've probably experienced, I mean, you've said you've been in here for 8 years, so you've experienced more than me. And yeah, I mean, I don't need to tell you exactly how dodge things are out in the fields or on Facebook. Oh, let's not even start on eBay, though. Have you been on eBay? My God, don't buy off eBay. It's just so hard. Hope my parcel shows up soon. Real excited to get started. It's always excited to get started on a piece. Me, I'm really excited on this stuff, but the whole baby oil thing is. I don't know if I'll be buying any more Indonesian wood opal just because of the hassle that I've gone through to get this stuff. And I haven't really had a play yet, but I'm expecting there to be issues, especially around storage and how I finish it off. I've got a whole heap of stuff. I've probably got 20 videos planned for this Indonesian wood opal. I've also got some Indonesian crystal opal, but it's kind of buried in there and I don't want to dig around. But yeah, it's the world of opal. There's plenty to learn. I haven't been at it very long. And God, you can learn fast. So, yeah. I guess that'll do it. My Bombers are actually playing footy now, so I've kind of got to go show them some love. I'm going to have to sort out all these opals. I keep them in the bags so that I can keep track of which rough parcel they came from. And then I'll do some final reviews of those rough parcels before and after cutting. Have you worked with or carved opalized Madagascan Oh, is that the are they those fossils? What do they look like? They're like snails. I think that's the ones. But no, I haven't worked or carved any Madagascan opal at all, let alone fossilized stuff. I do love fossils. Yeah, round sea creature. I'm 99% sure I know the one you're talking about. eBay's natural lightning ridge opal is fake. Yeah. Yep. I'd agree with that. Most of it, 99% of it. A lot of the sellers ditched it because it's too rough to sell on eBay, and yeah. Essendon haven't started great. I don't know about that. I don't know. We get the win against Brisbane tonight, and then we're still one game behind. We haven't played. What game did we miss? I think it was Melbourne. That could be a win. That basically boosts us to the top of the ladder almost. Can the Blues? Oh, that's a bit disgusting. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, brother. Nah, Blues are alright, I guess. I've watched the Blues live a few times because I like watching the Bombers Blues games. Tigers, of course, there'd be some Tiger fans in here somewhere. Bunch of ferals. We got screwed in our season, yeah. You should full send it and just buy an opal mine and do YouTube series. I'd watch. Yeah, well, I'd watch me doing a YouTube series mining as well, but I don't think that's on the cards. I've only just started a job at Adelaide Uni, so I don't think I'm gonna quit that anytime soon. Though the uni's having some financial issues, I think I'll stick around. I don't think I'll yeet all my coin at a opal mine and go all out. That's for sure. Oh well, thanks for turning up, guys. I've already missed the first quarter with these shortened quarters, I reckon. So I'll head off. Yeah. So future videos. A lot of this Indonesian rough here will be cut up and experimented on. I'll heat treat them. I'll sun treat them. I'll dry them out. I'll do all sorts. Cover it with the Dremel. Cover it with sandpaper. All that kind of stuff. Apparently in Indonesia they use a lot of sandpaper. Catch you later, King Gold. Yeah. Hopefully the channel keeps going. And it's great to have you guys around. It keeps the hobby even more interesting. And if you want to get in touch, always get in touch. So thanks for stopping by. The experimental stream was a success. And hopefully, once I get better lighting, I might actually do some of these on the weekends. So one thing I'm always disappointed with Black Opal's Direct is they don't live stream enough. So I'd really like to get on top of it. Good luck to the Bombers. We do need it. We need it every year. So thank you. And yes, I'll enjoy the game unless we lose. which is highly likely because it's Brisbane. So yeah, see you guys around. More videos coming. I'll keep it up. Thanks.